Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to watch some Saga of the Tanya the Evil or JoJo's Tenki, depending on who you want to pronounce it. It's going to be episode 3. I will tell you guys this, I have watched so much Iruma when you're watching it. I'm nearly done with season 2 when you're watching this. So yeah, I just need to edit a lot. Do the thumbnails and everything. Oh my ears. So that's going to be fun. But now we have Tanya. And go to watch episode 3, Deus Vult, or God's Villain. So, I, we saw in the last episode how it went. We had he got the sold the silver badge to the professor. Said she's not going to break with those qualifications. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go because I have so much to talk about. Because the professor doesn't look anything on his anime counterpart. It looks more. I will not say it, but I'll say this. It's at his younger days, he looked very good. He looked very old in this one. Looks, he looked very good and professional. I'll say that. That's crazy. I don't know why they didn't do his character justice. Maybe it's because they didn't have the designs yet from the manga, because the manga made them so much better. I don't know. Maybe the manga was out later than the anime, so the anime probably needed to draw from scratch. Maybe that's why. That's it. Let's go back. Oh, she has gotten wounds. Oh.
前線への配置だけは勘弁してもらいたいが、本国の戦芸共同体。その年で部隊教育を任されるとは、さすが銀翼賞持ちのエースだな。まさに理想的な配属先。だが大げさに喜ぶわけにもいくまい。お言葉はありがたいですが。不満か。意義があるならこちらから申し立てることも。そんな光栄極まりない評価に。
Yeah, here it is. We cannot hear the general mind, but in the manga, she has a very neutral face. She looks angry at the. This is a disadvantage. Why did you put me in the front lines? That's the kind of face she had when she was speaking to the commander. When she raised it. And that made him actually say things like this. So the lieutenant wants back to the front lines. And he passed that along. He wants actually to go to the front lines. That's. And he was actually a little flustered. I think it was this meeting, but it was maybe another meeting. That someone at the pier was actually afraid of her because of her bloodlust. Because she was such a good soldier. Let's continue.
いくらエースとはいえ、その年齢で前線は対外的にもよろしくないのだろう。ならば仕方ないですね。配属命令を受領いたします。ああ、実にワンダフル。素晴らしきかな、安全な。
Wait, what did you say? Oh, I never noticed that! That she said wonderful!
では取り急ぎ、兵隊総監部に出向してくれ。総監部というと技術検証要員でしょうか。ああ、 新型演算法時のテストらしい。確かに装備の運用研究も共同体の仕事ではある。その新型についてお伺いすることはできますでしょうか。残念だが試作機としか知らされておらん。わかりました。ありがとうございます。
That's amazing! Wait, we need to see that again. But boop. I understand. So I'm believe me. Good jump. I love it. That's such a good jump. Boom. Oh. Oh. I will say this. I love the opening. We're going to listen to it because it was a very long time since I last listened to it. So let's listen to it and enjoy it together. Oh. The war and everything again. And I'm going to edit this out, so you guys don't need to worry. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just want to say that I love the opens. I've been going to listen to them every week. But I'm going to cut the entire music if you guys doesn't want to have it on the video. Because I love it. It's one of the best songs that they have made in anime. I think I can. Yeah, what is it now? Yeah, I think I listened to it maybe 5-6 times. Now I have it for 1 hour on my music, so I can just edit stuff, and I just enjoy it. Let's continue. Deus Vult.
4機の演算法樹核を同調させることで革新的な性能を目指す試作機です。魔力消費量は激しいですが、デグレチャフ少尉の魔力量ならば何も問題は。ありまくりだ。工事の安定性が乏しすぎだ。このままではまた爆発する。了解。今回の実験はこの少尉、もっと高度は取れんのかね。よく取る。理論上は高度1万8000までの上昇が確実なはずだ。
Damn.
工事の限界高度は6000ですよ。工事の負荷は許容しないだ。それは理論上の話です。軍用品としての耐久性を考慮いただかねば。何を言っている。
Wait, I love his face. Look at his face here. Look at his face. He has one very small eye and one very big eye. They didn't give this character justice, in my opinion. And look at the guy is grabbing. Aaron's face! What happened with it? It's so small! What the hell did they do? What the hell did they edit Torben do? It's such a small... Instead of these eyes are around here, they are here. Right over the nose. I don't understand how they did that. Oh my god. They didn't give this character justice, but I love the design though. That's the thing.
私の最高傑作に欠陥品だと直ちに発言を取り消したまえ。いくら帝国が能力主義とはいえ、こんな男が主任技師とは。宝珠閣の温度が急上昇。魔力供給をカット。宝珠内の魔力を緊急排出する。
あ。Oh, don't say that. Boom. Don't say it like that. Italian Red Devil.
セーフティーが機能しなければミンチになって散らばっていましたよ。待て、報告書は後にしてください。医務室が先です。君が集中力を欠くからだろう。それでも軍人かね。軍人の職責は兵器を扱うことで欠陥品のご機嫌取りではありません。
I love it. To take
取り消したまえ。前回のとは合わせて取り消したまえ。構造が脆すぎるんですよ。こんなもの鑑賞用がいいとこです。なぜだ。四機同調がどれほど革新的かなぜ理解しない。革新的なのは認めますとも。ですからまともに動くものを作っていただきたい。理論上は動くのだ。君こそどうしてまともに動かせない。天才とまと
They will have a genius and madness.
対話すら成立しないと。ドクトル、不都合を生じる可能性があるものはいつか必ず。
Yeah. Here, this scene. It says in the manga, do you know Murphy's Law? Do you know the law that anything that can go wrong will go wrong? I love that because that's Murphy's Law. That's very interesting. I love, and he actually says in the manga, what a stupid rule is that? I think they did include it here in the anime as well. Yeah, that's it. Damn, she's writing a lot. Westwood transfer.
で、どうする？受理するのかね？実は私にも同じ年頃の娘がいてね。
Approved!
上層部は95式が汎用性と信頼性に欠けると判断。追加予算は凍結され事実上の打ち切り。やはり主体的な行動あるのみだな。刑事上の存在にすがるなど、所詮は無能のやることだ。数日後にはデートでコーヒー片手に出世コースか。
Oh, here is VNX comes.
由々しき事態だな。
Actually, this is something I just want to talk about. Here, we have, instead of they're talking to her, they're not talking to her. Because there are more than one being X in the manga. So if we have Buddha, we have some god that's it's fire. Then we have original god, but the Bible god, or the one god. You know what I mean? With the beard and everything. Who's talking about we need a relic. And that's the miracle they're going to probably do. I was talking about what they're talking about right now. So he's also saying to them, there's a man who's maybe 1,000 years ahead by invention, stuff like that, who's on the way on creating a holy relic on his own. All he needs is a little push. Because he's ahead of his time. Stuff like that. That's interesting. So, I would explain why this is important, why I'm saying this now. Because they also say we're going to bless it.
散財 X
いかにも
Indeed.
これほど嬉しくない再会も珍しい。10年経っても理不尽さに変わりないとは。
貴様こそまるで進歩がないようだ。
あいにく神とやらにすがるほど追い詰められてはいないので。
相変わらず目に余る態度だ。なるべく無干渉を貫くつもりだったが、愚かな子羊には道を示してやらねばならん。
お気遣いなく。柵の中で変われるのは性に合わない。
なぜ創造主をたたえん。昔は語りかけるだけで人々は神を崇め、時には人間側からの呼びかけすらあった。
だから伝統工芸品にも祈りを捧げろと。ご冗談でしょ。
やはり恩寵を与えるべきなのかもしれんな。
本庁
Miracle!
海でも割ってみろ。
I love that reference to this!
それとも
Moses
に変えてみます
Moses!
奇跡など観測と体系化が不十分ゆえの錯覚。言うなれば。素晴らしき。
Glorious misunderstanding. Actually, I want to say this. In the manga, we get to see her go to church very often to pray. And everyone knows that she's going to church to pray. And they like that she is actually very religious. But she's taking off the religions and everything to be in the war, to actually protect the fatherland. They're very proud of her. And what I like is a very simple line. I have spilled so much blood. And it's still going to flow. And the nuns are just, it's okay. God will forgive you your sins and everything. Because she has done atrocities by then. You guys going to see. Yeah, it's a very long episode I have.
そう言い切れるかな。
夢
Deus Vult.
デウス・ロ・ウルト。神がそれを望まれる。
Deus Vult. God builds it.
本気でやめませんか。
多重干渉誘発による魔力変換固定化検証。どのみち開発中止なら見送っていた試験をやるのが当然だろう。
失敗すれば試験場ごと吹っ飛びかねませんが。
科学の進歩に犠牲はつきものだよ。もちろん君だけではなく、私もここを動かない。
正直その熱意を別のベクトルに向けていただきたいのですが。
科学者たるもの探求に忠実であるべきだろう。
私は科学者ではなく軍人です。
では命令せざるを得ないな。
Oh, okay. But
少尉、準備はいいかね。
観測班スタンバイ。95式への
you guys notice his attitude?
もはや晩作尽きたか。ターニャ・デグレチャフ少尉、進発します。現在高度4000、速度320で上昇中。王子の同調が不安定。このままでは暴走確実。
少尉。
心配はいらない。すでに成功は約束。
Aspects, I think that's certain. See, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. They have gone and said to him, if you pray, we're going to bless this adventure of yours. It's going to work. You impressed us. So we're going to give you our blessing in this. Something like that. We never saw them talk to him. I'm just going off what I remember what they may have said to him because they were very arrogant though.
どこからそんな自信が。
何、簡単なことだったんだよ。私は昨夜典型を得てね。天意のアイデアとともに神の声を聞いた。発明の神が舞い降りたのだ。
ドクトル、あなたは無神論。
An atheist.
今や敬虔な信徒だよ。少尉、君も神に会ったこと
Oh.
あるのだろう。我らが神に
Oh.
必ずや願いは叶う。でなければ二人して殉教だ。
魔力ケースに異変。暴走です。
魔力を緊急排出する。
ダメです。同調が乱れて宝珠ごと崩壊します。
ゼストーチャー起動しない。まさか。
いい機会であろう。共に神へ祈る。
Oh. That's a good face.
宝珠閣が誘拐寸前。
I mean, but oh, let's go.
分かったな、存在 X。
Hmm. Oh yeah, I just want to say this. Buddha is the one, or something that's similar to Buddha, I don't know. I think it was Buddha because it was never colored, so all I saw was one that holds like this and was speaking very. We have blessed. God has blessed you, or we have blessed your jewel. So every time you pray, you guys going to get it.
貴様の演算宝珠を祝福し
See.
奇跡を成した。
奇跡。爆弾を突きつけるのが奇跡だと。
今後貴様は宝珠を使うたび神への祈りを唱えずにはいられない。やがて貴様の心も信仰に満たされるであろう。
悪質すぎるマッチポンプ。どこまでクソったれなんだ。
さあ行くがよい。主の皆を広めるために。
Yes, I'm going to talk about all this scene later when we get to that area.
神の奇跡は偉大なり。主をたたえよ。その誉れ高き名を。
Hmm. Yes.
4機同調が安定。空間座標への魔力固定化に成功。まさか本当に成功するとは。
Yeah.
これは確かに性能だけ見れば素晴らしい。素晴らしいが呪われている。
Yes. I will talk about the curse. Because this is something he actually don't mention in the anime at all, if I remember correct. It's only mentioned in the manga or light novel, I think. Is every time she's using it, she loses memories of it, that event. She doesn't know what happens. Because in this era, she was praising Lord with all her heart and everything. She had a giant smile and was like, let's... Wait, I think I will look for it. Just give me a second. Are you guys ready for the picture? This is how she looks when she's praying in a manga. Praise the Lord in his name high of honor. Look at her. The pureness of her. Did you guys see how pure she was there? That's her praising the Lord for the first time. That was that scene. What happened here? And the chapter ends there. They didn't have any test runs or anything. Oh my god! I just wanted to show that because oh my god, it's so amazing. Let's continue.
やはり主はおられた。デウスロ
Vult.
神がそれを望まれるのだ。
我、主の道からをたたえ、そのお恵みに感謝せん。理不尽な転生の挙句こんな呪いまで。だが、前線で生き残るためには使わざるを得ない。なんというジレンマ。少尉、何か。
Oh yeah, I just want to say this. They have a system where 10 kills, tips of 50 kills is an ace of an aces, 10 kills is an ace, something of those lines. The more kills you are, if you have over 50 kills, you're an ace of an aces. And I think she has confirmed this early, around maybe 45 confirmed kills and maybe around 12 to 15 unconfirmed kills. And they only take the confirmed kills. So just about maybe many others are shooting where the area they were. If it was flying, so they cannot count them as her kills. That's amazing. And they get vacation time. For example, I think it was if you... Yeah, don't speak bad over it.
最前線に呪われた宝珠とは存在 X に災いあれ。
Yeah, she doesn't like him.
お手元の資料にあるように、デグレチャフ少尉は協商連合との初陣後に銀翼突撃賞を受賞。新型宝珠の開発に尽力した後、戦局の変化によりライン戦線へ緊急配備されました。
ライン戦線では単独で敵魔導中隊を殲滅。現在も同地にて擁撃任務を継続中か。まさに理想的な軍人だな。
Yeah.
こんな逸材をなぜ化け物と。
確かに優秀な魔導士であることは間違いありません。しかし、その人格は極めて異質です。
士官学校での話か。跳ね返りを叩くのも上官の務めだろう。
Yeah, here, this is something I really found funny. Because they think it's a joke. They think she wouldn't go that far as she's actually explaining. That he was ready to actually cut his head off. Stuff like that. As a fuck ding. Actually cuts heads off, stuff like that. They just think, oh, she was just planning to scare him and hit the ground maybe on the side of him. Scare him. That's what they are thinking. Because she's so little, she needs to actually scare them to actually get them to listen to her. Imagine this: if you're in the military and your sergeant is an 11-year-old girl. I actually want to go to my military and just ask what would happen if an 11-year-old girl was your screaming instructor, also your sergeant that was training you. What would happen? Would you still be disciplined? Would you do everything she said to you? Or would you not? And she followed up to the rules and everything. But would you actually speak under her when she's talking, stuff like that? I actually want to know. Or do you actually will respect her for what she is? I want to know that. If you're in the military and watching this, please comment down below what would happen if that scenario would happen. Or if your country has actually tried and do that, just don't put them in, as just in, they got the education that they need to train soldiers, but the soldiers are going to be up to the ages. Or if they're a genius military. I don't know. I don't think we have any genius. I think we have more child soldiers than we actually let on. Let's continue.
現状、新型宝珠は少尉以外に使いこなせないそうです。その点からも潜在的に危惧せざるを得ない存在かと。
中佐の誤解じゃないのか。
ただ子供だ。
レールゲン中佐、機関が優れた人材であることは聞き及んでいる。人事局から作戦局への移動もその幅広い。
Yes, this is something also they're discussing personnel to go into their war college right now. And he actually wants to react her. That's why they're talking about she's the idol soldier. If we're erecting her, that means we're going to need to react every single one of the rest of the protocol. Not even. She's the ideal soldier. Because they have a 2 or 3 process. Those that maybe failed the first time can get a second or third shot. Because I think the 2 head of the military didn't go on first choice basis. They got a second or third choice to the Guardian. Because they had such a different views. Now they are 2 leading military. That was at least explained in the manga. I don't know if it's explained in a light novel because I have not read the volume 1 to 3, I think, where this is in. Let's see.
知識を見込んでのものだ。
過分な評価感謝しております。
そんな機関が進言する以上、可能な限り意見は尊重したいが、すでにデグレチャフ少尉の処遇は決定済みだ。
ふかふかのベッドで寝たい。シャワー浴びたい。缶詰でもいいからアップルパイ食べたい。
Look at how fast he did!
任務に不満など少しもありません。数ヶ月前はろくに飛べもしなかった新入りがずいぶん慣れたものだな。
Yeah, she could barely fly a few months ago.
まずい。まさかクルストたちみたいに。
No, you won't. Actually, this is something I want to say. She actually has a very good relationship with her in the manga. They have a very good relation. She has a lot of respect. She can speak her mind to her, and she won't mind it. Because in the manga, they needed to change personnel because they were actually angry at them. The commander and her, as the high commander of their unit, the mayor, they were speaking to him about those two recruits, and she wanted them to transfer back because they don't want to listen to her. Because they are volunteers. And as punishment, they put them back. And it was just an accident that they actually one of those artillery shells hit the pillbox. He didn't want to kill them though. I would say that. In the manga, or maybe light novel as well, he didn't want to kill them, at least in the manga. Can't tell a surprise, but that they are dead. But she also concluded that the pillbox, it doesn't move, it's an ideal target. So it's nothing. They're dead. So I want to gloss over them. They were insubordinate They were insubordinate subordinates. I won't care about them. That's what she's thinking. So let's continue.
私もシワルコフ中尉に取り継いでもらい将校課程に推薦しておいた。私が将校に泥と血にまみれた前線を
Yes.
なら無理にとは言わんが。
Yes, he's a very nice officer.
ではなくて嬉しすぎるというか身に余る評価に混乱しているというか。
I love that.
支度が整い次第デートへ戻れ。少尉なんだその配属先しませんよね。
Look how mad she was there. When she was asking, my new post won't be talking about an artillery shit, right? See, but, what are you talking about? You gotta be the real right now. Where it's safe. You won't be having any artillery shells. Oh my god. I love it. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm back. And I actually like this because I'm getting so long episode for this because I know so much from the manga and maybe some from the light novel. Let's continue.
神様っているんだな。
She said God is real because she's getting away.
ターニャ・デグレチャフ少尉期間は中尉に昇し軍大学へ入学すべし。
Military
期
camp.
間記憶にある限り2度目の大学生活か。まさか後方で安全に学問ができるとは。
まだ迎えは来ないようだな。
シュワルコフ中尉殿。
Yeah, I loved it.
ないやつだ。見送りもさせてくれないとは。
申し訳ありません。部隊を離れて帝都に戻るのは気が引けまして。
セレブリア候補護長を将校課程に推薦したのもそれが理由か。
直属の部下ですからね。彼女は一足先に出発したそうです。これで部下を配慮する軍人としてのポーズにも抜かりはない。
Yeah, that,
改めて機関に礼を言いたい。その
I love that.
新型宝珠には本当に助けられた。
こちらこそ中尉殿には感謝しております。残念ながら大学ではこれを使う機会も減るでしょうが。
何はともあれ、機関の武運を祈る。
yes, very good.
神は
God, stop his with us. Yes.
我ら
See, she doesn't want to say that God is with us. That would be praising the God of century.
ライン戦線の状況は依然として膠着状態だ。どうにか中央本体は間に合ったが、やはり戦前の想定計画では話にならん。肝心の主力が機動性と適応性を欠いているというわけか。
Oh,
に即応できる盛況な部隊の設立が
here it comes. I think this scene was also in the manga. Oh, that was a nice transition.
それ待つのは温かな食事と快適な。
I love that transition. That was an amazing transition. You don't understand. That was a smooth transition. He opened the door and she opened the door and he went in. She got into the apartment. That's such a smooth. Because it happened immediately when he had opened and left in. The door on her side opens and we cut immediately to her side when she goes in. That was such a smooth. I love it. I talked so much.
大学で出世のレールに乗れば将来は確約される。
No, it's not.
新たな職王部隊か。
Yes. Wait, I need to see this. Yeah, the birds there. And birds going in the crossing path. Yeah, I actually didn't notice it before. Oh, God is interfering here. Being X interfered. And there's Tanya. Oh. Being X is very mean there. He's very mean. I'm just listening to the end song there. Oh, I love it. But oh my God, Being X is mean there. I can't believe he set her up like that. With the anime there. I can't believe how mean he is. Oh my God. That's a mean setup in my opinion. Because he did the same thing in the manga thing. With a picture of Deus Vult turn around. Oh my God. It's amazing how good it is. I love it. And I also listen to the ending right now because it's such an amazing ending. And oh my God, I can't believe how good it is. And I was, wait a minute. So we're going to also watch some other after part time. So just wait a moment. It's because oh my God, it's happening a lot. If you guys notice how much I'm talking this show, it's because I know a lot of stuff that's happening in this series. That's why I want to talk about it. Oh my God, it's amazing. If you want to watch why it's so much, it's because I was watching the ending as well. So, let's see what the ending. Look at her boo! Her hips and everything. You're growing, you. Look at the glint. Oh, look at the glint. Look at that face puff. Look here. Look at that face. Doesn't believe it at all. Doesn't believe it a single bit. Actually, I actually want to know how it's going to end. I know it's going to end this war because wait, is the light novel complete? Okay. Let's go. Let's go look at if it's a finished. And I have to check on it if the end there. I don't know if it's the end there, but oh my God. All I know is it's around 12 volumes. I don't know if it's volume 12 is the ending. Because all I get is 10 volumes are translated so far. We are 2 volumes left. And I don't know if it's ending. I'm on the vault as well. No one has said anything. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, because oh my god, this took a long video. It's nearly an hour long video. Just this video. With me talking and everything. 45 minutes. It's double the length of this video. Oh my god. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video down below, and have a nice day everyone. Bye.